Welcome back to the Untouchaballs podcast. Caden and Evan here bringing you a NFL free agency tracker through the first couple days of NFL free agency. Evan, how we doing today?
Doing great, kid. It's been kind of wild, kind of unexpected how this free agency's been so far.
Yeah, there have been some big moves, some big rescinded moves, to put it that way. We'll get to that in a little bit. So what we got is I got the list here. It's going through by division, so we'll just go division by division, talk about the biggest moves that have happened so far, give our thoughts, reactions to the signings made so far, even though we're only technically a day into free agency, even though moves have been happening since Monday of this week. Starting, we're in the AFC East is the first division we will be having. It starts with the Buffalo Bills, where their first biggest move was acquiring DJ Moore from the Chicago Bears, along with the 2026 fifth-round pick in exchange for a 2026 second. What are your thoughts on that one, Are you, as a semi-Bears fan, losing DJ Moore but bringing in a second?
For the Bills, I'm not a fan of it, honestly. I feel like that's kind of a steep price to pay for DJ Moore. I feel like at this, he's definitely not a wide receiver one, or if he is, he's like a good wide receiver two. Like a very rough wide receiver one in my eyes, if that's your number one, which he is really there in Buffalo. I mean, it's definitely something for the Bills. They've waited way too long to get a wide receiver. It's a step in the right direction. But overall, it just seems like a lot for a guy like that, especially with the deal he's on. I think he's getting like $25 million a year roughly. He's getting like top 15 wide receiver money almost for the next like 3 to 4 years or so. So it's a lot of money, but it's not the worst move in the deal in the world. But I think it's like it's whatever.
I do see that. Yeah, I do think it's whatever. I'm more like, I don't think it's too much of an asking price. I mean, you only gave up a second rounder, back end of the second round this year, with you being the Bills. And I think it's a step, like you said, it's a step in the right direction for this Bills receiving core, which is severely lacking anything. And now you have that now. It's a deep, good-looking receiver class. We'll get to that in the coming weeks as we get closer to the draft and we break down our top players at some of these major positions in the 2026 NFL draft. But you still have a first-round pick you could use on someone like an Omar Cooper. Maybe someone like Jordan Tyson falls with his injury history. That you still have options there to upgrade it on cheaper deals. It is a lot of money being paid to DJ Moore, but you gotta get Josh Allen weapons. You can't have Khalil Shakir be your number one receiver going into 2026.
Yeah. Wasted Josh Allen's prime for too long.
100%. And then the other big move, really, two more big moves. We can kind of just lump them together here. The Bills, they re-signed Connor McGovern, their center, on a 4-year, $52 million deal with 32 guaranteed. And then they signed edge rusher Bradley Chubb to a 3-year, $43.5 million deal with 29 guaranteed.
Yeah, they seem both like. I think there's that center. He was a Pro Bowler last year, correct?
Connor McGovern's a very good center. Yeah.
Locking up lines always it's never a bad thing.
Never.
Bradley Chubb, that was a good pickup. I don't know how was he hurt last year?
I don't
2
think
years
so.
ago? Maybe it was 2 years ago. Their defense was kind of whatever last year.
Yeah.
So far it's been a solid off season. It's not like an A+ off season, but I like it so far for the Bills.
Yeah, nothing, like I think I agree with you there. Nothing crazy. It's not like they're blowing anything out the water, but they're solid moves and making these improvements to the team that it does need. Getting Connor McGovern back is great. Bradley Chubb, while he's nothing special, it's good edge help for this team that definitely was lacking some quarterback, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like rushing of the quarterback on that defensive line. Pass rush, thank you. I don't know why I was forgetting the words pass rush. But yeah, Bradley Chubb, 8.5 sacks last year, so he's still able to get to the quarterback at a good rate. Good move for them. Now the next team we got is the Miami Dolphins, where the only one worth talking about is the overpay that everyone knew was going to happen to Malik Willis. The Dolphins come in and give him a 3-year, $67.5 million deal with 45 of it guaranteed.
It's a lot of money for Malik Willis, Caden. I'm a big Malik Willis believer. I really am. I don't know if you remember me from the playoffs. I loved him, and I still love him. And I actually,
I'll say
love
this:
him.
I liked him out of Liberty. I liked him coming out of college. And then he did nothing with Tennessee. He looked good with the Packers. We've also barely seen him play.
This is the thing. I think I don't really take too much what happened in Tennessee into a factor. I mean, the guy just anybody put in Tennessee, you're bound to fail. You're set up to fail, honestly. You know what I mean? I mean, there's nothing there. There's not any good coaching, at least when he was there, especially. Yeah. Not a lot of good coaching. Not really many weapons at all. Like he had like the worst line in the league at the time. I mean, heck, Derrick Henry sucked with them when he was there at that like last year or two when they were bad. And I mean, I loved how he looked with the Packers. I mean, I thought he looked great. I get it was kind of limited, and I understand that. But looking at like this league, man, I have always thought it's a systems league. I think the coaching really matters. I thought he thrived under Matt LaFleur's system, being able to run. Honestly, I thought he looked better in that system than Jordan Love did, even in the minimal
you
time.
You did say that.
I did.
Yeah.
I thought he didn't look bad in the game. When Derrick Henry went nuts against him in that, it was Derrick Henry.
The Tyler Huntley, Malik Willis game.
Yeah, like he played great. It was just Derrick Henry had a career.
Derrick Henry was Derrick Henry.
Yeah, but I mean Mike McDaniel's. I think he's not there anymore. Who's their head coach?
He's not there anymore. It's oh no, I'm drawing a blank. Yeah, Mike McDaniel's gone.
Shoot, it would have to be
Jeff Hafley.
Where's he from?
He was the Packers defensive coordinator.
Interesting. So they're probably going to be running the same. They're going to bring in somebody from the Packers to run the OC, you'd think. Or someone in that LaFleur system. Still, I mean, he's one of those guys, and he definitely deserved a starting shot. You know, it's a lot of money,
agree.
But, I mean, he's probably like another similar comp to his contract would be like Justin Fields last year when he had 2 for 40.
Which that was crazy, yeah.
That was a lot of money, but like, it's fair asking it. You know, I guess it's fair asking it from this side. So,
100%, yeah. I'm not against Malik Willis or anything, but I do think this is just kind of a move that you do it for this year, and then you hope you're bad enough that you're in one of the top 10 picks next year to get a Arch Manning, Lenore Sellers, something like that in the quarterback class for the 2027 draft. I don't think this is, at least in my eyes, your move for the future, unless he does turn into what you see in your eyes.
He's a long shot. You know, he's a long shot, but like he definitely has potential to be your franchise guy. You know, it's just like he's kind of like that same place where like Daniel Jones was last year when he signed his contract. You know, kind of was like all right, compete for the starting role.
And we'll get to Daniel Jones because he got paid again.
He did.
Now let's go to the New England Patriots. They've made a couple moves so far in free agency. They shored up their left guard position after the Garrett Bradbury trade. So Jared Wilson is the new center. Elijah Vera-Tucker, former first-round pick, 3-year, $42 million deal with 21 guaranteed. Then they bring in Romeo Doubs after Alec Pierce signs an insanely overpaid contract to stay with the Colts. Doubs, 4 years, 70. And then they bring in Draymond Jones on the D-line, a 3-year, 39.5 with, 3-year, 39.5. And then Kevin Byard after losing out on Jalen Hawkins to the Ravens. You get Kevin Byard on a 1-year, $9 million deal.
Defensively, I like what they did, really. I mean, it's just your team out. You talk about them more. I love what they did defensively, but yeah, I mean, Dobbs seems like a very stupid signing. He seems like he's going to fit perfectly into that like wide receiver role of just being meh. You know, it's like, all right, he's not like bad, but he's not like good. You know, I don't know. It's just bad pay, I think.
You see, I'm not against it. Like, I will say, I agree. I like Draymond Jones. We need some edge help. I think he's going to be good there. Kevin Byard's still a very good safety. Bring him in 1 year, not that expensive or anything. I think that's a good move. Elijah Vera-Tucker, I think, is still a good guard here in the NFL, and you bring him in. Now you can actually move Jared Wilson to his natural position of what he played at Georgia of center. I think that's going to be very good for this offensive line. And then, Dobbs. It's interesting. Like, there was reports the Pats were in on Alec Pierce. They were never going to match what the Colts gave him. And, I mean, I'm not against it. The Dobbs deal, I forget exactly how much is guaranteed. I think only about 48 of it's actually guaranteed. So it's nothing crazy. And there's reports they're still in on A.J. Brown. So if you actually get A.J. Brown in here, then I like Dobbs as a number 2 in this offense. Yeah. Like, if you get A.J. Brown as your outside, throw Dobbs in the slot. You still got Kayshon Boutte as a deep burner. Like, I think it could be very interesting. You did need to go out and get a receiver if you were the Pats because you were releasing Stephon Diggs, cutting him.
Why? Why
And,
did they do that?
I mean, his contract, and then, I mean, some of the off the field stuff.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens with the legal
again.
issues of Stephon Diggs.
Yeah, we'll see if he's done.
Yep, 100%. So I'm not against it. I do agree. It seems like maybe it's a little bit more money than Romeo Doubs deserved, but I'm not against it. Hopefully, this just means either at pick 31 in the draft, you do something maybe with the receiver, like if Omar Cooper's there, or you use that pick to give it to the Eagles for A.J. Brown. And then the New York Jets, they've done some stuff. But yeah, they trade for Geno Smith, so they're full tank next year. Pray for Breece Hall. He got franchise tagged and has to stick around in New York. And that's about all there is worth talking about for this team.
Yeah, I mean, they saw Geno got them the number 1 pick, the Raiders' number 1 pick this year.
Yep.
Like, screw it. Do it one more time, man. Going back to where he was drafted, correct?
Yep.
Right.
His original team. Fall off for Geno. Had the nice little come up in Seattle. And it was so bad last year. He's had a very interesting career.
I'd be happy with that career if I were him.
Now we get to the AFC North, though, and the first team is the biggest one to talk about where, yeah, the Ravens steal my boy Jalen Hawkins. I loved him. Don't really need to talk about that. The big one is this past weekend, we thought for the first time in Baltimore's franchise history, they were trading a first-round pick. And then it gets a couple days later, it's like, did Max Crosby really fail his physical, even though we all knew he had meniscus surgery? Or was it a little buyer's remorse? Because then they go in and sign Trey Hendrickson to a 4-year, $112 million deal with $60 million guaranteed.
Yeah, I mean, that was one of the craziest things I've ever seen. Like, nothing's been like that before, right? The trades getting
Just the Raiders put out the Baltimore Ravens have rescinded the trade for Max Crosby. No further comment at this time.
I didn't know you could even do that. That's crazy. I mean, yeah, the physical thing, like, I feel like, yeah, you 100% know before trading for a guy. You know, it isn't like they're like, oh, your knees, whatever. You know, I thought that was really crazy.
Yeah, that their doctor saw something else that the Raiders doctors didn't see.
Like, what? You know, I definitely think that's going to affect, like, people trying to trade the Ravens in the future. You know, it's like, bro, like, people aren't going to forget that.
We'll get to the Raiders soon. What are they going to... Because they traded him, so that's supposed to get a bunch of money off their cap. And then they signed everybody and paid so much money to him.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I like the Hendrickson deal. That guy finally got paid. He got out of the Bengals, dude. He's
out of the Bengals franchise tag hell.
Yeah, dude. I mean, he's going to go out and he's going to try and kill Burrow, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Like, bro, he's cooked. He's screwed. But, yeah, I mean, it was a lot. It was a pretty hefty price to pay for Crosby. It really is. 2 first-rounders. So I want to get out of it, but it's like, you made it, you know? Like, you didn't have to.
No, you just could have signed Trey Hendrickson and never done anything with this trade. Yeah. And none of it be in the news or nothing. But I think either way, the Ravens got out good. Trey Hendrickson, still a very good pass rusher. Lock him up for this team that definitely needed defensive help. And, yeah, Trey Hendrickson, he's going from one AFC North team to the other, just going to continue to wreak havoc in that division. And you're right, Joe Burrow's going to die next year at the hands of Trey Hendrickson.
So you're going to face T.J. Watt, Myles Garrett, or Hendrickson in any divisional
Six
game.
Six times next year.
Poor guy, dude.
I'd assume Burrow's not going to play all 6 of those games because it seems like he never does. But in theory, he has 6 games against those 3 edge rushers.
Yeah.
Now let's get to said Cincinnati Bengals with Joe Burrow, where they've done some things right now to start free agency. They re-sign Orlando Brown to be their left tackle for the next 2 years. Dalton Reisner comes in on a 1-year deal. The big one, though, is Boye Mafe from the Seahawks on a 3-year, $60 million deal. And then just earlier today, they signed Jonathan Allen on a 2-year, $26 million deal. Trying to shore up what really was one of the, even like, especially because Trey Hendrickson was Was it last year when he was hurt or 2 years ago?
No.
I don't remember.
It doesn't.
Their defense is
way.
just so extremely
It
terrible.
It wasn't even one of the worst in the league. That was like one of the worst defenses ever.
Ever.
Like,
it was so easy to just bet the overs on whoever they were going against last year.
I mean, that team's so screwed. Like, they really are. Like, they don't have any money to throw out. I mean, like, because, yeah, they want to keep that Higgins, Chase, Burrow stack. I get it.
Yep.
I understand, man. But
Hey, it's a great stack.
Yeah, your line sucks. Your defense is just like, I guess your defense is like,
atrocious.
all your defense has to be is average, and it's just they aren't that. They aren't even close to that. So I think they're going to still continue to struggle, you know? I mean, all it takes is one Burrow injury, and you're completely cooked. But I think they're a 500.
We saw it last
team
year, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they're anything
Like,
more than that.
if somehow Burrow and T. Higgins are fully healthy, you could be 10, 11 win team. But that's relying on...
That's really your cap, too,
yeah,
defense.
that's your cap. And you're relying on T. Higgins, who misses like 4 games every year at least.
Yeah.
And Joe Burrow, who it seems like misses at least 4 games every year.
Yeah.
With a bad O-line, with still a terrible defense. And yeah.
Yep.
They need a lot more help. We'll see what they attack in the draft, because they need help in a lot of different places.
Yeah.
Cleveland Browns, not really much worth talking about. I think we'll just skip over them. Pittsburgh Steelers, though, have made some interesting moves. Bring in Rico Dowdle on a 2-year, $12.25 million deal. Acquire Michael Pittman in a trade from the Colts, along with the 2026 7th in exchange for a 2026 6th. So really not much. And then Pittman is signing a new 3-year, $59 million deal with them. And then they bring back Cam Hayward as well on a 2-year, $32.25 million deal.
I will say before I get into my Rodgers spiel, Pittman is like probably the most underrated wide receiver in football. He's better than DJ Moore. It's not even close. I mean, when he sucked, it was when he had Anthony Richardson as a quarterback, who was like the worst. Like, go look, he was like a top 20 wide receiver pretty much any week you look at when he had anybody else at quarterback. He has hurt a lot. He had back stuff.
Yep.
But the price you got for him, that was a way better deal, I think.
Yeah, a 6th rounder? Yeah.
Way better. And he's going to be, him and DK Metcalf's nice. It was just, the whole
That's
thing
an
revolves around
interesting one,
quarterback.
too.
I mean, I feel like they know he's got to be coming back. Because you don't make these moves because they don't have another option. Like, they have no other option at
Ty
quarterback.
Simpson at 21.
Even if. Like,
It'd be a terrible move. It'd be a terrible draft pick, but I could see them doing that.
You know? I mean...
Let Will Howard ride.
I wouldn't mind seeing him play, too, but it's like, I feel like everything's kind of geared towards like they brought in Rodgers as old coach. You know what I mean? Like, the whole coaching staff.
For some reason.
Yeah, you know? I mean, like, yeah, it's set up for Rodgers to come back. If he doesn't come back, this is just a crazy offseason. But if he does, it's like, all right, you're retooling. I mean, I think they're going to be a little better than last year.
But still nothing special.
Not Super Bowl contenders, yeah, nothing like that. Yeah. So,
100%. It's relying on Aaron Rodgers coming back. It's weird. I mean, it seems like that's probably what's going to happen, but who knows? Bro likes his attention, so this will get dragged out until training camp.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then, Cam Hayward coming back, good deal. Pittman only giving up a 6 for him. I think that's good. Him and DK could definitely be a very interesting one, too. Just relies on your
Dowdle's a beast.
Yeah. Relies on your quarterback play.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, Mike McCarthy, that's still a weird hire unless Aaron Rodgers is coming back.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. Let's get to the AFC South now, though, where the Texans have been making some moves. They acquired David Montgomery from the Lions in exchange for Juice Scruggs, a 2026 4th-round draft pick, and a 2027 7th. Extend Dalton Schultz. Re-sign Trent Brown. Re-sign Ed Ingram to a 3-year, $37.5. Signed Daniil Hunter to a 1-year, $40 million extension. EJ Speed comes back. Reed Blankenship on a 3-year, $24.75 deal. Kaimi Fairbairn's now the highest paid kicker in the NFL after signing a 2-year, $13 million extension.
Interesting. I mean, they're kind of similar with the Steelers. It's like, it really just depends what happens to the quarterback position, man.
Yeah, 100%.
I love David Montgomery. I think that was a good pickup for them because they're
'Cause
off.
they don't
Their
have
their
running
running
backs.
their running backs sucked last year. I mean, Woody Marks is not good. Who else did they have? I don't even know who. But then, yeah,
They had Joe Mixon.
The mystery of
Who
Joe
they
Mixon.
cut?
Like, I think he's done, dude. Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
what?
he's
He
like,
just can't see out of his eye, or like what's
I
going
thought
on?
it was his ankle. It's like, oh, he got ankle.
Was it his ankle?
surgery,
Oh, that's what
and
it was.
it's
Yeah, it
like,
was his ankle.
we don't have a timeline, but it's like, all right, he's probably gonna miss the whole year, but we don't know. He could be back next week.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, I mean that seemed weird from the start. So they need to clear up some of that running back stuff. But yeah, I mean it's C.J. Stroud. It's gonna be because that defense is still
It's
top. It's
so
the number
legit.
one defense going. It's so awesome. It's a shame that dude. All C.J. Stroud has to do is be okay. Like you can't throw 4 turnovers in one half or whatever he did in that playoff game.
Yep.
And that team, like their defense is good enough. They're good enough to go win a Super Bowl for the offense. It's just
If C.J. Stroud is a middle of the pack quarterback,
yeah,
that's all he needs
has
to be.
All he has to be.
Because like you still got Nico Collins, who's a great number 1 receiver. Dalton Schultz is a good tight end.
Yeah, I like that Higgins kid too, Jaden Higgins. He looked
Jaden
good.
Higgins, yep. Jalen Knowles not bad.
Yeah. So
Just
QB man.
Can C.J. Stroud get at least a little bit back to what he was his rookie year?
And if he has a bad year this year, do you think this is the last year of him?
Yes. If he has another year like this past year, I don't think they get another.
Yeah.
There's another year.
He's
of
like
C.J.
Kyler
Stroud.
Murray 2.0. It's like, well, where's he gonna go?
Well, Kyler Murray got his extension though before that.
True. Yeah. He's fine. He can go play ball.
Kyler got his.
He can go play
yeah,
baseball.
Exactly. They still own his rights. They'll welcome him. They said.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now we get to your other kind of team with the Indianapolis Colts, who did trade away Michael Pittman, but they signed Alec Pierce to a 4-year, $114 million contract, 84 in guarantees, and with that, the highest paid wide receiver free agent contract in NFL history. And then they bring back Daniel Jones on a 2-year, $88 million deal that could be worth up to $100 million. Includes more than $60 million guaranteed. And yeah, 2 big offensive deals of a lot of money for the Colts.
You know what? This will be the podcast that I'll officially claim them as my team. This will be the podcast. It's no half and half. I'm officially a Colts fan, while everyone's hating on them.
So no Bears? No Bears no
Screw
more?
the Bears, man. I'll pop the hat on from time to time, but no, yeah, I like the Colts, man. I do. Daniel Jones, the Achilles is scary. But the nice thing is he is younger. We've seen guys bounce back. That's a little easier now. I feel like, and you're paying from what you saw healthy out of him. And when he was healthy, they were the number 1 seed in the AFC.
Yep.
He plays a great quarterback position. When we're talking about all these teams, like, oh, it depends on the quarterback. It's a tough position to get right. You could argue pretty much half the league's got it pretty much right, not even, and the rest of the teams are like, screw it. So it's like once you get a guy, you can't let him go. 2 years, it's a lot of money, but I understand it. I 100% understand it. Pierce, people do hate on him. But the guy gets it done. He got 1,000 yards last year. Like, he's a go.
With that
go
much money?
Yeah. But it's like, how old is he? He's probably mid-20s, right?
Yeah.
This offense looked good at full health. So it's hard. We haven't really seen him at full health with Daniel Jones and that defense with Sauce Gardner. So it's really going to have to just depend. I think when do you think Daniel Jones is back? After the first month of the year, maybe.
Probably, yeah.
So if they could stay afloat till then, that's when I'd like to see this team because I don't hate this offseason. So far I like it. Yeah, it's a lot of Jones it's a lot of money for Pierce, but yeah, I like him. I don't know.
Yeah, it's good to bring back Alec Pierce. It's definitely an overpay, I think.
Oh,
too much money for him. And then Daniel Jones, 44 a year over the next 2 years. How has he done this twice now? Is what I'm wondering. He got a $50 million a year from the Giants, and now, he had a great start to the year. You're right.
A lot of games. It wasn't also a month. It was 2 months.
No, it was what, 10 games?
Yeah,
something like that.
About.
But then Achilles injury's bad. That's gonna take. We'll see how he looks coming back from that. How mobile he still is. But he's still Daniel Jones. I don't know.
See, like you could say the same thing for Sam.
I was
Darnold.
down. I know.
Same
I was
thing
down
for
on the
Sam Darnold.
Colts. I was down on the Colts last year. I'm gonna be down on them again this year. When we talk about win totals come August, I'll probably be taking their under. I don't know. I don't get
tough.
it.
Yeah, I'll give you that. It's tough, but they're sneaky for me still.
Got next team we got the Jacksonville Jaguars. Haven't done much in free agency besides losing Travis Etienne, so we're not really going to talk about the Jags. Titans have done some moves. They've just brought in a bunch of old Giants, basically, with Brian Dable over there as the new OC. They got Wan'Dale Robinson on a 4-year, $78 million deal with $38 guaranteed. Daniel Bellinger signed with them. Jermaine Johnson in a trade from the Jets where they gave up Tavondre Sweat. John Franklin Myers on a 3-year, $63 million deal. Cordell Flott on a 3-year, $45 million. Alante Taylor, 3-year, $60 with $42 guaranteed. So they've been making moves and spending some money.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I like the Dable signing for them at OC. I think he deserves another shot. I think you're just kind of screwed when you're a Giants. Like, and I don't know, it's just a tough place to be. I know he had talent and stuff, but just even before, I mean, he didn't really even still get a shot with them. You know, it's just like team around it wasn't very good. Never really had a good team built around it. But you know, Cam Ward. I mean, this is a guy I think that's, you know, a good coach to bring in. I think they're good for each other, you know. Could really make or break both each other's kind of legacies here. They need to do something. Obviously, the Titans were so bad. So, again, kind of a step in the right direction, I think.
Yeah, I agree. Step in the right direction. I think the defensive moves are great, especially with Robert Saleh as your new head coach, defensive-oriented guy. They can lock up a good defense around a young quarterback. That's big. We'll see if Cam Ward can become anything. I don't know. I didn't think he was great coming out of college, so we'll see. I think Brian Dable does help. Wan'Dale Robinson, lot of money for a smaller receiver.
Yeah.
Like, he's fast, but he's definitely small. I mean, we'll see how it turns out. They definitely need receivers down in Tennessee.
What pick
so
do
if
they
you're
have?
gonna,
The third, fourth?
I mean, they were bad. They're pick 4.
Okay, so they'll get a probably.
I see a lot of Jeremiah Love lately in the mock drafts, especially after the Chiefs.
That could be interesting, man.
Both signed running backs.
I wouldn't hate that for them.
It would definitely be interesting. Then, yeah, let's get to our final AFC division here with the AFC West, where the Denver Broncos have not done much except bring back their own players here. J.K. Dobbins on a 2-year, $28 guaranteed. Alex Singleton, 2-year, $15.5, $11 guaranteed. Justin Strnad, 3-year, $19.5 with $10 guaranteed.
Rip R.J. Harvey, bro. That workhorse is no more.
Hey, J.K. Dobbins J.K. Dobbins is only good for 8 games a season.
That's true. He played more last year, though. He played probably, like 12, 13? At least.
I don't think he got that much. He injured his foot and then got put on the IR.
I don't think he had that many games as an RB1. I had him. Anyways.
I got you.
Yeah, I mean, this team was pretty much a quarterback away from being in a
He got
Super
10
Bowl.
games last year.
Here we go, baby. No, yeah, I mean, this team was a game away from the Super Bowl, so didn't have to change too much. You know, should be fine going to next year.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, they didn't go in and sign any of the receivers because they definitely, I think, do need some receiver help. We'll see if they just attack that come the draft or whatnot. But other than that, I do think, Strnad's a good backer. I like Alex Singleton. Sure, when J.K. Dobbins is healthy, he does good things. It's just you only ever get half a season out of him, so it's a good thing you got
I think
RJ
next
Harvey
year
in
you'll
that
see more of a
backfield as well.
split. When he was there, he kind of was the workhorse. Where I think you'll see more of a split because Harvey did not look bad.
No. And then, next team we got is the Kansas City Chiefs, where they went in and signed the Super Bowl MVP and Kenneth Walker to a 3-year, $45 million deal with $28.7 guaranteed. Travis Kelce's back on a 1-year deal. They signed Kyrie's Tonga, which sucks as a Pats fan, on a 3-year, $21 million deal with $14 guaranteed. Alohi Gilman on a 3-year, $24.75 with $15 guaranteed. So making some moves over here.
And they traded for that stud, correct, from the Rams? That cornerback?
They traded away Trent McDuffie to the Rams.
Oh, okay. Still, you probably like a first rounder almost for him, right? Or second?
They did get a first rounder.
Yeah,
because the Rams The Rams don't care about draft picks.
Yeah, no, literally. No, I thought this has been awesome for the Chiefs, really. Kenneth Walker. I mean, you're talking about the worst rushing attack in the league last year. Literally, they were the bottom. And Ken Walker is a dog. Like, he's a beast, you know? You can do all you want. Zach Chardonnay's been stealing his touchdowns since he's been in the league, dude. He's had...
Are you that big of a Kenneth Walker guy?
Kenneth Walker out of Michigan State.
In Michigan State.
When he's played,
in the league, he's been hurt a lot.
Awesome. He's been awesome when he's played. And
we'll see if he's a true number one.
I mean, didn't he not look like it in the playoffs?
Yeah, it was.
He looked pretty good in the playoffs.
It's one playoff run. We haven't seen it for a season.
Yeah, but I mean, if there's a place to go do it at, it's under Andy Reid and that system and that offense. I love it for them, honestly. I think that was a great signing. Yeah. Enough said. Chiefs are going to be awesome again.
Yeah, no, it's good for the Chiefs to actually have a running back, 100%. I would have thought Jeremiah Love would have been a great pick for them at 9, but maybe they just didn't think he would fall to him there.
Yeah.
Because that'd be a lot less money, too, for, in my opinion, a better running back than Kenneth Walker. I like Kenneth Walker. He's a good running back. We'll see if this contract ends up being worth it or not, though.
What do you think would be worth it? Like how high of a running back would he have to be for you to be like, oh, it was worth it? Just next year alone.
Just next year when they're healthy. 1,200 yards, probably.
Like a top 5 running back?
I mean, no, I don't think he needs to be top 5, but
I think he'd be top 10 running back easy next year.
You think easy?
Yeah. I mean,
well, we'll see.
They let Pacheco walk, unless Kareem Hunt's is going to steal his job. They weren't paying Pacheco nothing. They were paying the guy to be the guy.
Because Pacheco looked bad last year too.
Kareem Hunt was getting the goal line work as an old man. Used up. Like, dude, I'm telling you, Ken Walker to the Chiefs that's good.
You know, it's greatly good for the Chiefs. It's making them a lot scarier with a healthy Mahomes. They have a top 10 draft pick. They actually have a running back now. Like, it works really well for the team. I don't know. I mean, just seems like a lot of money for Kenneth Walker.
Okay.
Then the team we did mention earlier, the Las Vegas Raiders, who made a bunch of moves on Monday before the Max Crosby trade got rescinded, where Jalen Naylor, 3-year, $30 million deal, 23 in guarantees. Tyler Linderbaum, 3-year, $81 million deal, highest paid center. Kwity Paye, $60 million. Nakobe Dean, 3-year, 36 with 20 guaranteed. Quay Walker, 3-year, 40 and a half with 28 guaranteed. Eric Stokes, 3-year, 30 with 20 guaranteed. So they went out and spent a lot of money, and now you still have Max Crosby on your payroll.
I mean, I was looking at their cap. Like, they're still above the cap. Like, they're still fine. If Crosby, if they end up keeping him, which it sounds like they will now, understandably, I get it. Like, it's kind of like a weird place to be. Low key, it could be good though for them. I mean, they signed a lot of guys. That defense is going to look a lot better, I think. And you bringing in Mendoza. I mean, Ashton Genty coming off, a rough year, but against one of the worst lines.
Still a good enough rookie year. Yeah, not a great year, but not terrible.
But you get the best center in football now. I mean, Brock Bowers is obviously one or number 2 tight end in the league right now, and
for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's been a good offseason for the Raiders, whether they keep Crosby or not. I think they hope they're not bad again next year, but like if they come into next year, I mean, even if they get a first-round pick next year, let's just say they do that for Crosby, and you go and get some of those wide receivers in next year's draft, I mean, watch out for the Raiders, man. Go get a wide receiver, Bowers and Genty for Mendoza. Holy crap.
Bowers, Genty, I mean, now I'm drawing a blank on his name.
Go get Jeremiah
Smith. That's
dude,
what. Yeah.
You go get him, dude. Holy crap.
It is a step. You're right. It's a step in the right direction, especially when you're bringing in a young quarterback, a good or at least better. I don't know exactly how good this defense can be, but a better defense is huge. Tyler Linderbaum, I mean, one of, if not the best centers in football, so it's good to have a good center for your rookie quarterback. They do need a lot more O-line improvement for this team, though. It's still a very bad O-line, and you want to protect your future in Mendoza, so I think you're right. It's a good start. The defense is definitely getting better. Good offseason for the Raiders, surprisingly.
Yeah, for sure.
Never say that. Los Angeles Chargers, not really much worth talking about. They made a little O-line help. I don't think it's really anything too crazy. NFC East now. Javonte Williams is back with the Cowboys, 3-year, $24. George Pickens gets franchise tagged. Acquired Rashawn Gary in a trade with the Packers for a 2027 fourth. And then second round tendered Brendan Aubrey. So we'll see what happens with that one.
Yeah, nothing crazy there to talk about.
Yeah.
Kind of shocking Pickens is back, but aside that.
I feel like they would have extended him, but then they
He
decided
didn't,
to
didn't seem like he
franchise
wanted
tag
to
him.
be there. Yeah, it seemed like they didn't really like him. Whatever.
And then the New York Giants kind of doing what the Titans did in bringing in old Giants players. The Giants came in and brought in old Ravens players.
Makes sense.
Patrick Ricard's over there now. Isaiah Likely's over there. They re-signed Jermaine Illuminor, Tremaine Edmonds on a 3-year, $36 million deal. So that one's interesting. So, I mean, some moves for a Giants team. Really, your big one's bringing in John Harbaugh.
That's the thing. Yeah. I mean, yeah, you got the weapons. Just see how they all come together this year. I mean, they're kind of the team you're going to have to just see play before you say anything.
Yep, 100%. Not much to talk about the Eagles. The Commies have been making some moves. They signed Chigakonkwo, 3-year, up to $30 million deal. Rashad White's over there now. Laramie Tunsil, 2-year, $60 million extension with $52.5 guaranteed. Andrew Wiley's over there. Clavon Chason, 1-year, $12 million deal. Odafe Owe, 4-year, $100 million deal with $60 guaranteed. Tim Settle, 3-year, $24. Meek Robinson, 2-year, $16. Brought in Leo Chenal, 3-year, $24.75. So, really upping that defense, which definitely was not good last year for this Commanders team.
Yeah, I mean, they were old last year and all that. I mean, yeah, they just last year's a throwaway year, just with Daniels being hurt. So,
yeah,
big bounce back year they're gonna need.
100%. Then, yeah, your Chicago Bears, I guess not anymore because you made a declaration today. Not much to talk about them. The Lions, okay, they signed Isaiah Pacheco to replace David Montgomery. That's about the only thing worth mentioning there. Green Bay Packers brought in Zaire Franklin from the Colts. Oh, okay, maybe that could be something if he's healthy.
He sucks.
Yeah,
Dude,
he's not that good anymore.
Zaire Franklin is the worst pass protection linebacker in the league. That dude can't defend nothing when he's put in the pass
coverage.
Dude, this guy just runs out there. He just puts his arms up, man. He is so bad in pass. Like, dude, it's not even funny. Like, the poor guy. Like, you feel bad watching him last year. So hopefully they're able to not let him do that. But it's funny to watch. Like, there's literally highlight reels. Just go watch him try and like block a pass. It's pretty funny.
Damn. And then yeah, nothing to talk about the Vikings, Falcons.
We'll say I think that Kyler ends up with the Vikings.
I agree.
And
he's on a visit today as of recording.
Yeah. And if that's the
Falcons,
case,
yeah. Falcons now have 2 lefty quarterbacks with Tua and Michael Penix, 2 injury-prone bad quarterbacks.
Yeah,
Jahan Dotson's there now, I guess. Austin Hooper's back.
One of these teams they don't have a quarterback position. And the rest of it's screwed.
And their second-year edge rusher, who had a pretty good rookie year, James Pierce might not ever play football again. It looks like.
Really? What'd he do? He hit somebody?
Oh, you didn't?
Car crash?
Well, I think both.
Oh, did he? Call it.
He was the one who drove his car like into his girlfriend's car and was apparently like attacking her and stuff. Like she filed a restraining order the other day. I saw it saying like I feared for my life against with him.
Jesus, that's unfortunate.
So yeah, James Pierce, first round pick just last year, might only play 1 year in the NFL.
One and done, baby. He's going off to the pros in the
He's going out with Henry Ruggs.
Yeah.
Then the Carolina Panthers, their moves so far. John Mechie signing with them. Okay, whatever. Jalen Phillips is interesting on a 4-year, $120 million deal. Devin Lloyd on a 3-year, 45 with 25 guaranteed. So kind of same with some of these other teams. A very, very bad defense is adding some help to the pass rush, which they desperately needed.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, again, this is another team, like, the things that's going to carry them is going to be Bryce Young. We'll see if he can do it. Bryce
Yeah. It's crazy you say that, but it's true.
Yeah. Like, he's really going to, like, determine, like, they can do all they want. Like, it's going to really come down to how good he is.
In a weak division.
In, like, the worst by far division.
Yeah.
But, hey, we'll see, huh? Hey, Jonathan Brooks coming back this year. Let's go.
Hey, hook 'em. Hook 'em.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And then, the New Orleans Saints, next team here in that division. Bring in Travis Etienne on a 4-year, $52 million deal. Even more money than Kenneth Walker.
That's
obviously
crazy.
Another year as well, but
still crazy.
I like Kenneth Walker so much more than Etienne. Like I know Etienne had a good year last year. He is a back end top 20 running back in the league.
Yeah. Again,
like he's in like the probably 15.
You saw what he was in a bad system before. Like he was like unplayable. Like he wasn't even like fantasy football wise. He wasn't even like a playable running back before he joined. He was in that system, and now, he's in the Saints. It's like what's up? Is Alvin Kamara just done or like what's up? They gave him a bag too. They're paying the running back position a lot of money. They're not a bad football team. Like they're
not a good football
with Tyler
team.
Shuck. With Tyler Shuck, they were really bad. They probably would have been competing for a playoff spot if they started him from like game 1 on instead of Rattler.
Yeah, they were passable with him. It was not the Spencer Rattler awful looking football team.
I mean, this is a very strange guy. Like if you're gonna go buck up for your bad team, just a weird place to buck up at.
Yeah, and then the Tampa Bay Bucks, who just collapsed last year, have not made any moves really to make this team any better. You bring back Cade Otton, okay.
Bring back Todd Bowles.
Yeah, so the team's worse off because you bring back Todd Bowles.
Guy still got a job. It's insane.
Yeah, and then you got the Arizona Cardinals. Brought in Gardner Minshew.
Screwed.
Him or Jacoby Brissett's your starting quarterback.
Like the Falcons, like the Jets, whatever. They don't have a quarterback. I mean, okay, Brissett looked all right, but again, like, what are we doing, man?
But he's not a starting quarterback.
Yeah, dude. Like, are you trying to compete next year with him, or like what are we trying to do here, guys? You know?
They're doing the Jets.
Let's see Marvin Harrison, baby. Dude, if Marvin Harrison's the new Garrett Wilson, like forever, I'd be so sad.
Yeah, well, Marv has not showed flashes like Garrett Wilson. I mean, he's shown, I guess, flashes,
but like
he's not shown that he could even be Garrett Wilson yet.
For a full game, yeah.
Yeah. Now the Los Angeles Rams, mentioned a little earlier. They did acquire Trent McDuffie in a trade from the Chiefs in exchange for the 29th overall pick in this year's draft, a 5th-round pick and a 6th-round pick, as well as a 2027 third-rounder. And then McDuffie became the highest-paid cornerback of all time, signing a 4-year, $124 million extension.
I didn't even know he was that good last year. Like I don't know. That was kind of
McDuffie. I mean, Trent McDuffie's a really good corner. It's a lot of money for him.
Like all time, man. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Now, top 5 corner in the league, though, I'd say.
They were just right there too with like the Broncos. Like they were right there on the Super Bowl cusp. I mean, I think they were better. They were better than any AFC. They were better than the Patriots, I thought, or the Broncos.
You needed some secondary help for sure there, and Trent McDuffie definitely secures that up.
And the fact that you're getting the MVP coming back, offense should be humming again next year. So
still got Puka, Devontae.
It's going to come down to health. Their health good, like they'll be fine
like it always does. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then the San Francisco 49ers, Mike Evans' new home. The most injury-prone receiver in the league, it seems, over the last couple of years, is now going to the most injury-prone team in the NFL on a 3-year, $60 million deal with, like, I think 45-ish guaranteed.
That's kind of crazy to call him injury-prone. I think he's just old, kid. Like last year was the only year he was like hurt enough not to get 1,000 yards.
That is true, but he still has missed games over the last handful.
Okay, but like in today's time, dude, like I feel like if you play 17 games, they play 16 games. If you could play 12 plus games every year,
that's not great.
I don't think that's bad.
That's pretty bad. If you're only playing 12 games a year, you're missing 5 games a year. That's not good.
4. You play 16 games. Or no, is it
17
18
games,
weeks?
buddy.
Okay, 17 because of bye. All right, 13 I'd put the line at. You can play 13
Even
plus.
still.
That's not
If that's your
awful.
yearly cap,
And also, but he's old, though. He's like 33, 34.
yeah, it's different when you're old, but
Yeah,
still.
like I wouldn't call him injury prone. He's just old. But I do actually like that a lot. I do love him there because I still think he's a good wide receiver.
I do. No, I do too.
And the fact, like,
And the Shanahan
Brian-
system as well.
and Ayuk just gave up on football. I mean, Jennings
Yeah.
is solid. Kittle's gonna be out. Like I think that's for the first 4 weeks of the year until either him or Purdy get hurt. It's gonna be pretty awesome. It's gonna be fireworks.
It's a good way to put it right there. And then, yeah, the last team we got today, the reigning Super Bowl champ, Seattle Seahawks. Kind of a surprise move because it looked like this was not happening. Rashid Shaheed's back for a lot of money, 3 or $51 million. And that's the only move of note so far. But it seemed like going in that Rashid Shaheed did not want to be back in Seattle. He didn't really enjoy his time there. And then they gave him probably more than he was worth. So he's like, you know what? I'll come back.
I mean, yeah, he probably just got Kenneth Walker money. You know, he probably got his money that was supposed to go to him for the franchise tag. No, I mean, I think that was a great sign to bring him back. I mean, he fit this team perfectly. You know, like having him in that special teams and then also just as a that threat. It's just what they're gonna do with that running back position because Charbonnet sucks. He's awful, and he's hurt.
Yeah.
I think going into next year.
And he's hurt, yeah.
So,
and he's
I
just
don't-
not that good.
I don't know what they do.
Except
at
in
running
short
back.
yardage situation. Especially because, I mean, a little more draft talk, I guess, because, I mean, we're getting closer. It's good to talk about the draft. The fall off from Jeremiah Love to the next running back is drastic.
Who is next?
It depends. I mean, I don't know. I wish I could actually remember names right now, but like, shit. The backup to Jeremiah Love at Notre Dame is, in a lot
Really?
of people's eyes, probably including mine, is probably the second best running
Holy
back.
crap!
And Jeremiah Love, I think, is a top 5 player in this draft, just overall, like, discounting positions and everything, like, not just, like, he's going to be a top 5 pick, but I think he's a top 5 player in the draft. Next closest running back, around probably 50 to 60 best player in the draft.
Yeah,
Like, it's that big of a fallout. Like, I think we'll see Jeremiah Love go top 10, and then the next running back not go till middle of the second round.
yeah, I can see that. I mean, is there any running backs left in the market free agent wise that haven't signed? I guess you could see a Kamara go to like the Seahawks or something.
Yeah, I guess.
That makes sense. Pass catching, probably
Yeah.
cheap because they
Yeah,
don't
you
really.
definitely wouldn't have to give up a lot, I wouldn't think.
No. So I could see like that, but
Like, here's a 4th rounder.
yeah, he might even get less because he's getting some money.
He is.
I don't know. Dowdle would have been nice there,
The Dowdle would have been, yeah,
but
because that was
there's
cheap,
not a
too.
lot. But
Yeah,
even
that's-
if they're gonna be just fine, I think. I mean everything else.
They don't have a rushing attack, though.
True. But they have all their
zero rushing attack.
drafts all intact, correct?
Yeah.
So they're all right. We'll figure it
And we were just talking about how bad the running back class was, though.
They won the Super Bowl, kid. They could do whatever
They
they
did.
want. They could do whatever they want. They'll go trade a
They
6th
could've-
rounder for Kamara and like maybe they go swoop in on Crosby, get him for like only like a second with his knee or some shit. You know?
Well, just pick 32. That's it.
Yeah, that's it, man. That's it.
We'll give you pick 32 and a 2028 7th rounder.
Yeah.
And then you give us Max Crosby.
They repeat. And Sam Darnold becomes a Hall of Famer.
Okay.
2 Super Bowls, he's a Hall of Famer.
No.
Eli Manning was.
Eli Manning's not in the Hall of Fame yet.
It's gonna be.
And the only reason is because his 2 Super Bowls were against Tom Brady. Because his numbers are nowhere near being a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, but he's gonna have a case. And if Darnold wins 3, he's 100% in the Super Bowl in the Hall of Fame.
Then that gets interesting.
He's 100% in the Hall of Fame. He wins 3 Super Bowls. 2, I think he's in for sure.
I would bet so much against that if he wins.
If Philip Rivers makes a Super Bowl, if Philip Rivers is a Hall of Famer,
Philip Rivers is more of a Hall of Fame quarterback than Sam Darnold.
I'm saying though,
If Sam Darnold
Philip
wins
Rivers
2.
makes it, and with what he's done, I mean, okay,
Yeah.
he's always been a good quarterback. Never like
no,
the
let's say
best
this. Let's say
quarterback.
this, Dwyer. let's say the Seahawks go out and repeat next year, and then Sam Darnold fucking retires or does nothing of significance the rest of his career. I still think Phillip Rivers' Hall of Fame case is better than Sam Darnold's.
But like that's so unrealistic that they win next year and then Sam Darnold just goes back to being like the Jets Sam Darnold. That's not gonna happen.
Well, yeah, no, but he's like,
if he plays like how he played this year, and they win, okay, let's just say was he 28 right now?
I think so.
All right, he's good till 35, and he wins another Super Bowl. I think he's gonna be a Hall of Fame quarterback. I mean, there's not a lot of quarterbacks that have won Super Bowls, let alone 2. There's not a lot.
I know.
And that's what's going to win it for him.
I don't know.
I know you hate him. Everybody hates him. No one wants to trust Sam Darnold. Vikings didn't. And look how that ended for them, dude. It sucked. But he's good enough to win it. He might be a Hall of Famer, man. I'm telling you.
That's insane.
I mean,
Like, that's just
Hall of
that's
Fame's
just
stupid,
insane.
dude. If Bill Belichick can't get in first ballot, anybody can get in
Okay,
now.
the Hall of Fame. Hey, this ain't the NBA Hall of Fame. That's the stupid. That's the worst one.
Bill Belichick made the NFL the stupidest.
No, I know. I know.
That's the stupidest thing.
That one was so
NBA's
stupid.
bad, but yeah, that was the
NBA's
worst.
bad. Like, hey, you're a completely off topic. This is an NFL pub, but we're talking Hall of Fame. That I need to ask you this.
I'm gonna buy a Hall of Famer.
Hell no. Insane performance. Hell no. No, I was gonna say Derrick Rose, because you're from around
Ooh.
there, so you might be a little more heartstringy, but
I mean, he would be the only Hall of Famer, or he'd be the only one not to be a Hall of Famer, right? If
the only MVP winner,
MVP.
yeah.
yeah,
But
like
it's-
you kind of got.
He's just not a Hall of Famer at all.
I mean, Tony Kukoc was a Hall of Famer, dude. Like,
Tony Kukoc did more in his career than Derrick Rose.
okay, put him on like the Wizards in the '90s and see how he did. You know, like
I think he's probably not a Hall of Famer, but
he's definitely not a Hall of Famer.
yeah.
He's definitely not a Hall of Famer. I mean,
Like, Derrick Rose had a great peak.
he's definitely not
but
going to be for.
He never did anything in his career besides
know,
win a Hall of Fame,
He's
or
gonna be one of
besides
those
win MVP.
guys. He's gonna be one of those guys that gets in like 30 years. He'll get in eventually, but I think it's gonna be a while. You know.
So what you think? So based on that logic, you think Joel Embiid Hall of Famer because he has
Could
that
be.
one MVP,
Could be.
even though he's never made it out of the second round in his career.
Could be.
And
It's
he's always
stupid, but
hurt.
I think, like you said, I hate the Hall of Fame. It's such a stupid thing.
I mean, the Hall
yeah.
of Fame, like, it should
Like, how do you
represent the
pick-
best players.
Yeah, but it's like, where do you draw that line at? You know, and like the line's always constantly getting less and less. So like Hall of
It
Fame
is.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though I like to hate on baseball writers, I do still think the baseball Hall of
Oh,
Fame's the best.
for sure, it is. I mean, they're stupid for the steroid stuff, not letting those guys
Yeah.
in. But
But other than that, I mean, for the most part, they do it well.
yeah,
Like
Closest-
they have the
the
line.
closest you
Like
could
they
have.
have the line of
Yeah.
like what's a Hall of Famer and what.
the
It's gonna
best,
be interesting.
the clearest. Like there's the clearest line.
Yeah.
Still not very clear, but it's the clearest line
No.
out of
Yeah.
all the leagues. Also, I will
No.
say, NFL, every other position outside of quarterback, like the quarterback position
Yeah.
is stupid, but like yeah,
That
outside
is-
of that,
yeah.
they got it pretty right.
Frank Gore, future Hall of Famer,
They should.
third
dude.
all time in rushing yards.
They should, dude. Dude's a monster.
Hey, he will because of that. Third all time in
I mean,
rushing yards.
Honestly, he should, dude. I mean,
He should, yeah.
Dude put himself through torture for like 15 years as a running
Yep.
back.
Well, I think that's a good place to end it, Dwyer. Unless you got anything else.
No, that's it, man. Just football, long ways away, but hey.
Hey, it's always fun to talk about. Yeah, with that, as we're getting closer to the draft, a little month and a half ish away, we're gonna start doing our draft preview stuff with our top players at the positions. Do a full first round mock draft the week of the NFL draft. So stay tuned for that. Leave a like on this video if you guys did enjoy.
Holy crap.
Wow. Okay, brain just
Buddy needs
had to
a
reboot
vacation.
right there. Subscribe to the channel if you've not already. Comment. What do you guys think is the best move of free agency so far? Turn on post
big lag.
notifications so you never miss an episode. Miss an
Wi-Fi
episode
go
of the Untouchaballs podcast, and share this with your friends, family, strangers, neighbors, anything like that. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Peace.